Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing some tattoo designs, and all of them are inspired off of the TV show Adventure Time. For each design, I didn't want to just copy or stylize a character or scene. I wanted to really add something unique and individual, so each design took me a while to think up. I didn't record any of my sketching process because I was actually watching the series as I was drawing to get inspiration. So this video will show the line art I did for each sketch, and I'll talk about my ideas behind each design. And I'll show you that now. I hope you enjoy. I wanted to keep all of these designs really simple and small, and so I just used 3 different sizes of Micron pens, and then I used a graphite pencil to shade. I found it really relaxing and satisfying to trace over my sketch with my pens. Even though it can be stressful not to mess up using pens, I found the process really enjoyable. Doing this picture was really fun because I got to play around with combining both of the 2 styles. I think it's so cute how instead of Satsuki carrying Mei in this picture, Bemo's the one falling asleep on Finn. Anyway, for most of this video I probably won't be talking. I wanted this to be more of a relaxing experience where you can just enjoy the artwork, but I will be adding commentary to introduce each new sketch, so if you want to skip ahead you can always do that. I realized after I drew this image that it looks pretty inappropriate without context. This is the episode where the ghost man introduces the game Drop Ball, but instead of just a regular ball, I wanted to change it to a Pokeball. After I finished erasing the sketches, I started shading the characters. I kept the shading pretty minimal because I wanted these to transfer to actual tattoos. My next design is a stylized version of the bug milk they used to enter the Nightosphere. I wanted to combine the original design with those cute Japanese-themed strawberry milk cartons. I kept the whole thing pretty small, and on the side I wrote bug milk in Japanese. For this next one, I combined the snail that's hidden throughout the episodes and the treehouse, and I really liked how this one turned out. This one probably took the longest because of all of the tiny details. I didn't want to add too many details to any of the pieces, but this one I wanted to be accurate to the reference. I realized partway in that the concept's really similar to when Snorlock the Slug steals the tree fort. I didn't mean to do this, but I do think it's kind of funny that I didn't make the connection earlier. This design, I did Shelby and Kent together, but instead of Kent with the sword that Shelby gave him, I have him using the Demon Blood sword. I loved this episode, and I think it's really cute to think of Kent with such a big and intimidating sword. However, I do think it would be funnier if I made the sword a lot bigger. Not as big as the actual sword, but something that would still make it awkward for him to use. When I was sketching, I sent this to one of my friends that enjoys the show, and they asked me to include Prismo, and my first thought was to have him be warped around one of his own pickle jars. I'll admit, I definitely made this one too small. I wanted to add one more to the page, so I squeezed this one in, but the lines aren't as clear as they should be. If I made it bigger, I think it would have looked a lot better. Okay, I love this next one. Banana Man's probably one of my favorite characters, so I drew him with his helmet in space, but I filled it with fish like a little fish bowl. The only thing that makes me sad is that I really liked the sketch for this one, but I was really sloppy when doing the line art, and so it kind of ruined the picture for me. I think if I had a smaller Micron pen that I could trace the eyes with, then they wouldn't look so bad, and that would probably make the whole picture look a lot cleaner. I knew from the start that I wanted to do a design portraying the relationship between Marceline and Princess Bubblegum, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about that. This design I think is really sweet. It's Marceline's Hambo wearing Princess Bubblegum's rock shirt. And I think it's cute that it's two sentimental items combined that connects the two. This drawing I think is so cute and sassy. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that Mima was actually based on a little kid's fan art. I don't know why, but I thought it'd be really funny to have her holding the llama potion from Emperor's New Groove. I really wanted to draw Finn in the Jake suit, but I wasn't sure how I could add something original to it. So I decided to have him in the Ziz pose. This was one of my more simple designs, but I think it still turned out pretty funny and cute. Okay, so I just finished the last page. So I'm starting this next page now, and I decided to start off doing my first design as Squidward dancing alongside the Jiggler. I liked how they're both low to the ground and wiggly, so I wanted to see what they looked like next to each other. This next one is also one of my favorites. I drew BMO dressed up as SpongeBob playing the Goofy Goober song, and I think it turned out really cute. One thing, like always, that I wish I could go back and change is the line art. I feel like I rushed this one as well because some of the lines ended up really messy. But other than that, I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. This next one I was so excited to draw. I had this idea to draw the box prints in an Amazon box. I think the original concept of a cat in a box is already super cute, and this just adds something modern to it. This one that I'm drawing right now, I also think is a really funny idea. It's Gunther being possessed by the Horcrux in Harry Potter. I just think it's always cute to think about his evil side. This next one I like because of how small it is. The episode it's from has kind of weird vibes, but I thought it would match this perfectly. It's another Studio Ghibli crossover, and I like how it turned out. I may be overdoing it with the Studio Ghibli references, but I really wanted to draw Flambeau as Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. I thought it'd be cool to combine the two. This next one, like the snail, has a lot of details, but I loved drawing it. It's the Psychic Tandem War elephant combined with Appa from Avatar. I was nervous when I was thinking about how I could combine them, but I think it turned out pretty good. I had an idea for this next concept, and the second I thought of it, I knew I had to draw it out. Death's hat and outfit reminded me a lot of the man in the yellow hat from Curious George, so I wanted to put them together. The one thing I'm sad about is that George doesn't look as much like George as I wanted him to. I wanted to still have him look evil and have him be a skeleton, but I feel like I went too far, and it just didn't look at all like a monkey, really. Okay, last one. For this one, I did Bo from Spirited Away and Finn as a baby. And I know I already did Bo before, technically, in the bird one, and I'm doing a lot of Studio Ghibli references, but just let me have my fun. Also, let me point out the obvious. His head's a square. I messed up. As I was doing the line art, I wanted his head shape to look more like Finn's, but I completely ruined the whole thing by making it a straight line, especially when his bald, round head is such a big part of his character. Well, you made it, or skipped ahead. These are the final images. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I love the support you give me. It really means a lot as I'm starting my channel. If you'd like, you can subscribe to similar content to this. I am planning on making more of these types of videos in the future. So you can comment below if there's a specific series or video game you'd like me to do next. And once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.